Just testing my microphone again. Right, everyone. WeaponCollector. Right, yeah. Saturday night live stream. I'm going to mute my speakers. Let a couple of people get on. Yeah, chat about whatever you want, really. Now, once there's some people on, I'll tell you what I've been doing today. Seems to be taking its time tonight. Right, Bing, first one on. So I don't reckon they sent the notification out for a minute then. What you been at today? Maybe people are just shocked that I'm on in time. Bing said for once first one on, exactly. And the only one, by the looks of it. There's 4 people on. Donna, you right, Donna? John, yeah, live stream. I'm live, mate. Yeah, this is live. John said live stream with question mark. Live stream chat, yes. Or have I put the title wrong? Live stream chat, is that what it says? Freddie, you right, mate? Liam said good evening. I'll just going to run for a slash and then we'll join the chat. All right, see you in a minute. I've got it on the right thing, and I don't even know you even change it on here now. I ain't even got the option to do top chat and live chat nowadays. Oh no, I think it just stays on live chat anyway. Bailey Wood, you're right. Kyle the Dalek, you're right. And Offbeat Warble, you're right. John said live. Don't say live Steam, does it? Surely. Please don't say it's a live Steam. Nothing I can do about it now. Ah, well. It's a live Steam chat tonight then. Fuck's sake. Don't matter, does it? Live Steam chat. Wonder if I can edit it here. Let's see. If it stops the chat, I'm sorry. Stream. Save. I wonder if I can do the slow mode from where I am here as well. No. Right. Title should have changed now, hopefully. Right, back. Liam said you better all like by the time I get back. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's no, it ain't right, Liam. There's 11 people on, 6 likes. Come on, get liking. Jim, you're right, Jim. Good to see you on, mate. Did you get hold of them about them pellets or not? Or I don't suppose you'd be able to yet, would you? Freddie said we are steaming people. It should be different now. I've changed it. Fuck's sake. That's because my bloody microphone's in front of the keyboard. You won't be able to see it. Yeah. My microphone is in front of the keyboard, so I have to sort of lean over it. Kyle says, saw your community post last night. Is that more legislation coming in again? I'll tell you what, Carl, I put that on and I had to delete it because I suddenly realised something, which I'll explain soon. I don't think it is new legislation, no. And was it Dave? Yeah, I did check it out. I looked in the end. No, the weird thing is, what's happening is actually going to benefit me, but probably solely me and no one else. What it is I think Armex have shut down basically, or gone into administration or whatever it would be. And now a gun shop called Enfield Sports are going to be the only people selling Tomcat 2s. Well, Enfield Sports is also the shop that wants to sponsor me with Armex products. So yeah, so I won't, say anything about that, about them being anyone selling it, because in all honesty, it's probably gonna benefit me, and I could probably get you lot discounts potentially. You know what I mean? Because I could speak to them directly for the community. You know what I mean? Oh, I think it's definitely going to be free shit to review, free stuff to review. And I could possibly wrangle a way to get people discounts on stuff. But But yeah, I put the post on, and when I realised what it was about, I changed it. I took it off. Offbeat Warble said, "Have you ever had a Boca Magnum Advance Pro fix?" No, I haven't, mate. Sorry. I've had a couple of Boca Magnums, but never that one. RDP, you right, Rob? I haven't watched your video yet. In a way, I sort of didn't need to. You know what I mean? But I will watch your video, and I'll probably donate a bit to Dave Canterbury's thing. Fred said, "We all know it's autocorrect. Keep searching steaming people on porn." Fuck's sake. Jim said, "Not yet. Sending them photos of the crap pellets via email." Yeah, I've got a couple of tins of that. Not them ones, but because they're like the cheapest ones you can get, aren't they? So I've got those, and these ones. And in all honesty, Jim, they're not like them ones you showed. I don't know if that's just maybe the hollow point's a bit funny or something, but you won't be able to probably see this anyway. But this don't really focus. But yeah, that was a bad tin you had. In all honesty, got pallets on the floor now. Let me just get something to wipe my hands with. I want lead on my hands. I can put it in my mouth or my eye or some bullshit, you know. Right, let's get on with some of the comments. Everyone's saying hello. Carl said, "That's good going then, Mike. Glad you finally get sponsorship from things like that. About time. Where'd you get the stuff about legislation from?" It was on that website that Dave shared. It was on. Right, let me go into my history quickly and I'll try and find. Was it Target Zone? Was that it? Hang on a second. When would that have been? Last night, wouldn't it? Quite early after the stream. Hang on. I don't want to be too long doing this. Someone else might have to do this because it's going to take me too long looking about. But I think there was a website, wasn't there? A website called Target Zone. Look on the Target Zone website, go to the Tomcat 2 page and scroll down to the bottom of it. Or maybe not to the bottom. And you'll see it. But I don't think it's new legislation. I think it's just basically no one's going to be selling Tomcat 2s apart from Enfield Sports. RDP said, "No need, mate. Just me saying about what happened on the link." Yeah, I don't really need to watch it because I know about it, don't I, Rob? But it's helpful for other people. And good on you for being a decent bloke like that, Rob. I said, "Back, ended up chatting to my dad on the way back." Bing said, "Probably a bad back." Yeah, because you was on that. You commented on it, didn't you? Offbeat Warble said, "No worries. Know what they are. What are the Boca Magnums like in general?" I like them. I think Boca Magnum stuff is good quality. It's on the sort of, it's not high end stuff, but it's certainly not low end stuff either. I think it's good stuff. About them pellets, Jim. My opinion, I don't think they would damage your gun or the rifling or anything. I suspect they probably wouldn't be very accurate though, in all honesty. I'm no expert on things like that, but I don't think they damage your gun. Not a Springer if you got a Springer. Your break barrel. I can't remember what you got now. I think you got break barrel, didn't you? Don't think they damage the gun or anything, but I think they might not be very accurate. Freddie said, "Can you see the pellets against?" Can't see them because of the comments. Can I show the pellets again? Oh, I'm going to leave it now, Fred. I just washed my hands. I don't want to touch the pellets again. But there's nothing special anyway. There was just, I could show you the tins. It's just these Victory ones. But they're probably the cheapest pellets you can get online, I found on eBay. Will, you right, mate? Good to see you on. How's things? Is Tactical Pirate on? I missed that. Where is he then? He really did slip in this time if I hadn't seen him. Well, that's saying, who was saying it? Freddie was saying hello, pirate. Where is he on there then? That's weird. RDP, the thing is, only 2 people have donated. I did 100 quid. I saw that. I have also noticed, though, Rob, there's probably 4 or 5 other ones on there. So you're still helping, though. You know what I mean? You're still helping. Jim said, yeah, I don't reckon lead for damage still. No way. They'll be accurate. Oh, Serene Madness is on. You right, mate? Good to see you on. You right, Paul? Yeah, hope you're well. I watched your tag video earlier and I commented on it. I will be doing that. I'm looking forward to doing that quarantine Q&A. Yeah. So I'll be doing that in a couple of days, Paul. Weapons, I said to Jim, agreed, unless it's constantly being shot at still. Richard said, SMK Spitfire dome pellets I find okay. The pointed ones I find a junk. Yeah, Jim had hollow point ones and they're terrible. The trouble is Dave's house is burnt down at the worst time, especially with the virus and causing the country in recession. So I doubt everyone's feeling charitable considering unforeseeable future. I reckon he'd be all right in all honesty. I was saying to Mark, I know what you mean though. He'd probably, but I've got a feeling he'll probably be massively supported. You know, he's a well-known, well-liked man. I reckon they'll be sorted for that. It's a good thing that them things exist nowadays because you'd be fucked in it. You know, 20 years ago, your house burnt down, and if you didn't have insurance or whatever, there'd be no one there to help you. Very lucky nowadays, the internet. You know, how charitable people are. You know, unless someone made it like, you know, old style going around with a tin sort of thing. Freddie said to RDP, I'll put some money on there. If I can get some, not much though. Liam said to Richard, same opinion as Tumbo and me then. Fine for plinking cans, etc. Oh, what the old, yeah, the victory ones. Tap said, yeah, I sneaked in first time. I never saw that, you know. I didn't see your other comment, or did you delete it? SRS Power, you right, Sam? He said, have you tried the new pellet slugs, heavy grain? In all honesty, no, mate. I don't buy a lot of pellets now. I'm stocked up, but no, I'll have to look into them. Jim said exactly, Liam. Obviously, enough lead and all that. Freddie said, yeah, SRS Power, I was trying to buy them. They were sold out. In all honesty, I've not even seen them. Being said, remember when he was on Dual Survivor and people kicked up a fuss with the stolen Valor shite? He got stick for years from that. He's brilliant at his work. Yeah, it's a shame, really, but I do remember that. Yeah. Get the old coffee again. Sam, SOS Power, where did they sell them pellets in? I suppose they sell them anywhere, don't they? What's the actual name of them? Daft Days. You right, mate? RDP said, thanks, Reddy. I'm not here to ask people for donations. I was just talking to Mike. Thanks, mate. Where am I? Tactical said, pressed enter halfway, so I had to retype it. Lifted banners and shouted, look YouTube. Yeah, I genuinely hadn't seen your other comment. You genuinely did manage to sneak in that time. Alright, FX hybrid slugs. Alright, I'll give that a quick Google. Ah, nice, yeah, very interesting. Yeah, not what I was expecting actually, yeah. No, I've never even seen them before, Sam. Yeah, look decent. Have you had them then, did you say? Are they any good? No, am I not? I'm going to have to check your channel, Sam. I reckon I've been unsubscribed or something. Because Freddie, that's twice now Freddie's mentioned it. Because I kept wondering why you weren't uploaded. I'll go and over have a look later. Carl said, feel a bit ignorant here, but whose house burnt down? Is it a person who comes on the chat? No, not someone who comes on the chat, but quite a big YouTuber in the sort of bushcraft survival community, Dave Canterbury. That's weird, Sam. I must have somehow got unsubscribed. I'll go over and have a look after this as soon as it ends, because I've not seen a video from you for ages, and I just assumed it was fucking coronavirus. If you hadn't been going out. All right. Yeah, that must have happened. Where am I? Jonathan Dixon, you right, mate? He said, thanks for the Blades UK tip on the previous vlog. I've ordered a couple of nice blades. Nice one. Fuck's sake, got your itchy nose shit again tonight. Darth said, are any of your rifles and pistols on display able to fire live ammo? As in bullets, all of my stuff that's behind these banners, it's the same stuff though. You can see the real things behind it there, look. Are all things like blank firers, replicas, air guns, BB guns, deactivated. So no firearms. But if I had firearms, they'd have to be in a safe anyway. Ezra said, no, I've not used them, but replica reviews go on about them. He said, you should check. I've not been... I've not been uploaded a great deal lately, but I have a Fox video coming. Oh, I'll check then, Sam. So maybe you haven't been uploading much and I just haven't seen them. All right, I'll check after this, yeah. I've confused me even more now. Yeah, and I'll get you now. Jay Marsh, you all right, mate? It's a second stream. How's it going? Yeah, not bad, not bad. I've had to have a shave today, though, because I had to go and get a fucking new picture for my driving license. So, yeah, I thought I'd better have a shave. Like, make myself look like I normally would. Like, how I look more often than not. So, yeah, this is the first time I've been out, apart from, like, my dad's funeral. This is the first time I've been out properly for fucking, God knows how long. About 2 months or more for me. That's been a weird few days. Next door smoking dope in the garden. Got my house stinking of it. Don't begrudge a smoke, but house stinking. Cops would never believe it's not me. Yeah, it's not right them doing things like that. I'm the same. I don't mind people smoking jaw, but if it's wafting into your house, that's taking a piss. I haven't got any black powder weapons either, Dave. Now I ain't got no licenses for anything. But yeah, behind these banners is the actual the same things. It's just I have to cover them up for yeah, I've got to cover them up now, Paul, for live streams. Live streams, they don't want you showing guns, so I hide them under the banner now. But ain't it good though, Paul, that you didn't even... Yeah, Serene Madness said he hadn't even noticed. Yeah, good, isn't it? And he said, Serene Madness shit, didn't even notice there was a banner on the wall. Brilliant. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Works well, don't it? Especially, I think if you've seen the guns before, you don't notice it because it's the same as what it is. Yeah, live streams, you have to cover them up. But on normal videos, I can show them. Jason looking fresh, pal. Yeah, I preferred it how it was, but yeah, this is how I look like this more often than not. Being said, yeah, good one today now for what it was. I'm staying in as much as I can. In my head, the lockdown still applies. Does to me, actually, still I don't really want to go out. I said, wow, UK gun laws are draconian, even a license for black powder. Well, no, black powder, you don't need a license for, but again, I think you do need a license as far as I'm aware. It helps if you've got a license to get the actual black powder. You'd have to ask, hopefully SOS Power's still on, he'll explain that to you if he wants to. Don't bother Sam if you don't want to. If you're having a drink, I know it's Saturday night. For instance, when I started here, I didn't notice the banner. But yeah, I think you can buy black powder guns without a license. But if you go to a gun shop and ask for black powder, most of them won't give you it unless you've got a firearms license. I think. You know, I haven't got one. Fucking hell. You're off, Rich. What's the matter? See you later, Rich. Good night, mate. Did I say hello earlier? I don't know if I even saw. Have I been? Oh, did I read that? Yeah, no, I did. Yeah. All right, Rich. See you later, mate. If you're off. I've got hair hanging out my nose. I'm gonna have to go and trim it in a minute. Otherwise, I'm gonna be doing this all night. Jay said, random question. You ever played in the UK bird scarers? Oh, with the UK bird scarers? No, I know of them though. I think if that's like the things that make the loud bang in the fields. Right, I'm still here. I'm gonna have to quickly just trim my fucking nose there with a pair of scissors. I can't be sniffing that fucking night. Oh, I've been doing that all fucking night long. Made this today. Who would be up for watching a nearly 20-minute video of me making that? The sheath, not the actual knife. Yes, it's nearly 18 minutes long. But yeah, it's going to be. I could probably shorten the video down a little bit. Yeah, that's what I did today. Made that. Well, it'll be on tomorrow. I'll put it on tomorrow. Carl said you need an explosive license for black powder. Jay said, yeah, basically UK legal bangers. You should get a few. Brilliant laugh. Temple Sabu said, I know you don't need an FAC for flintlocks, but I'm sure you can get modern black powder firearms. I know somebody who had a black powder AR-15, and I'm sure he held an FAC, mate. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but there used to be a YouTuber on here. UK Guns was his name, I think. He used to have some modern black powder pistols. Yeah. Green said, what's quarantine like now in the UK? They've just eased it up a bit, I think, Paul. In all honesty, I've not been out, and I don't really go out a lot anyway. But I think they've eased it slightly. You still can't go in most shops and pubs and all that. Restaurants are all still shut. They've opened a couple more shops, like DIY stores. Kids still aren't going to school. You can go out for as much exercise as you want now, and you can meet one person while you're out. So it's still pretty much locked down, but I would prefer it full on still, really. I don't know why they didn't just leave it full on still for another couple of weeks, in all honesty. Pete said, got an email back from Pelpack saying they're still waiting for the stock. Oh, fuck's sake. It's never going to end, is it? For you, waiting for that bloody gun. Zed said, I met a pretty homeless girl today. Asked if I could take her home. She smiled and said, yes, please. Then she got all upset when I walked her off with a cardboard box. And I walked off with that cardboard box. I butchered that, sorry. Sorry, Zed. SRS said, if you reload, then you can load any cartridge with black powder. It will screw up most modern guns, though, as it will clog them up. He said, whereabouts in the UK are you from, Mike? Southern England. I don't want to go into too much detail at the minute because there's a lot of weird doxing shit going on at the minute. Right, where am I? Dave said, similar here in North Carolina. Yeah, but southern UK, not far from London. The Filth, the Fury. Anybody know anyone who fixes crossbows? Sadly not, mate. What's wrong with it? We might be able to help you there, though. Freddie said, I'm year 9. Won't be going to school till September. That's where I said the Martini Henry, like weapons and stuff, has used the black powder cartridge. Yes, now you say that. Yeah. Oh, Herefordshire. No, nice one, Jay. Yeah, that's not too far. Yeah, hang on. No, Herefordshire. That's quite far away from me saying that. Yeah, I'm a bit sort of east of you and south, put it that way, but not far. Right, let's get back. Being said, the schools near me are basically back. Everyone's out and about. There's Burger Van coming up. Fuck's sake, yeah. See, I don't like that. Londonistan. Luckily, no, I don't come from Londonistan. Being said, might as well lift it at this rate. I think the virus will stay forever now. A new flu that will come in the winter. Come in summer, be deadly in the winter. Who's to blame? Boris. Everyone else except China. Tactical said, been going for a thing we can't mention, but runs with black. That runs with back. Fuck's sake, I'm not sure. It's already just been mentioned anyway. When I said to Sam, yeah, same with the Reuben. I got apparently that's a reason the old 1889 model is classed as antique and the later one isn't. That's not what he actually wrote, but I know that's what he's getting at. Zed said to Bing, he might be your Boris, but he ain't bloody mine. I never could stand him. After school's still out here in the southern US. Yeah, I would rather they kept it full on how it was, in all honesty, for a couple more weeks. Liam said, although some Swiss viewers said in training they were told at the last resort the 1889 would handle the modern rounds. Jay said, is it just weapons you're into, Mike, or are you into wild camping? I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind doing wild camping. I don't really get out a lot, though. I sometimes get down to the local woods. In all honesty, that's about it. But I have got all the gear, and I wouldn't. This year, hopefully, or maybe next year, I'm going to start trying to go out a bit and do, stay out for the night and that. I don't really get a chance at the minute. Well, I didn't anyway. Now I probably have got a chance to do it. Things that I'm happy with Boris, especially over Corbyn. Anyway, let's not get into Boris exactly. I was just going to mention that. Like I said, never fear, the Yank Wank is here. I don't mind a little bit of mild. I don't mind you lot having a little bit of a mild political talk, as long as you tag each other. Then it stops me having to read it. If you don't tag each other, I have to keep reading it because I don't know who it's to. SRS said, Privy in Slovakia make pretty much all ammo you could want. But it's supply and demand, really. Most people in the UK cut or scavenge brass and reload it instead of black powder rifle. Liam said, speaking of Corbyn, his brother got arrested today for joining the 5G mask and anti-vaxxer protest. Yeah, I saw that, and the anti-vaxxer protest, and the people protesting about the fucking quarantine. Now, look, some of it, it's hard for me to explain what I mean by this. I don't agree with it, but I can sort of understand people's weird sort of mentalities for things. You know what I mean? But moaning about the quarantine, protesting about the quarantine, that's very weird to me, because it's not actually hurting anyone. It's not hurt if we're just got to all stay in and not be near each other for 6 weeks. Who really gives a fuck if you disagree with it or not? You would just do it, wouldn't you? Surely. That one to me, I don't get. Axel, can I? At least I can make folks laugh. Exactly. RDP said, Mike, you need to come to Edale next year. You and Matt can get there on public transport easily. Trains. We'll have to do that one time. I know that does look like a good thing, and me and Malcolm would know a lot of people there, wouldn't we? I'll keep trying. Phil said, Tomcat 2 string will not cock, as in the trigger latch is stuck forward, solid. Won't let the string engage. Also, a plastic cap on the cocking arm that contacts the string is sheared off. If you want to, email me and send me some pictures, I might be able to help you out there. Being said, I find him hilarious, especially when he tries to play sport. I did see the rugby tackling a kid. Stug, you right, mate? Axe said, okay, wouldn't mind adding a black powder gun to the collection. Ezra said, the quarantine is damaging the economy. I think that's why people don't like it. Oh, now you've explained that. See, that makes a bit more sense. I'll be honest with you, Sam, I hadn't really thought about it, because I just, it just seemed a bit nuts to me. But yeah, I suppose, if you put it that way, you can. There is a sort of reason for it then. Bradford said, I was filming a new Marvel hero movie before. Oh, you're filming it, because pulled lockdown. Hopefully, work on it again. Can't say what it's about. Nice one. That sounds good though. Jed said to Bing, I try to avoid watching him. Darth said, I'm thinking about getting a black powder revolver. Yeah, that's what this bloke Guns UK had. Modern one. It was a modern blank firing revolver, and you could load up all the cylinders basically and just put them in. So it wasn't even that slow. If you just spent the day, if you got a load of the fucking cylinders and filled up like 10 of them, you got 60 shots there, or whatever it would have been. 50 shots. I think I only done 5. I'm not sure though. 50, 60 shots. Yeah, send me some pictures, mate. I might be able to help you, because I have had someone else. Because it's a bit hard for me to work out what you mean properly by the comment, the filth, but I might be able to help you there. Zed said a good economy won't do much good if you're all dead. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, personally, I find it slightly odd. People are, because, you know, protesting about fucking quarantine, especially when it's nearly over. I don't know. I'd say a lot of these things, because I don't go into more detail to it. It's easily explainable. Oh, the piece, yeah. It was to be on next week. Oh, is that when it would have been? But because of the COVID. Preferred meet is close to London, but you need a car or 40 quid cab to get there from Stevenage. Edale in the middle of the country is easier. But yeah, I've watched the videos of you lot up there, and there's loads of people I would know. Because Carl gets up there, don't you? You do. I can't. Loads of the knife makers. Steve said I have 2 45 caliber black barrel pistols, a Derringer and a pirate gun. Nice one. I said, thing that annoyed me about those protesters, yeah, it's hurting the economy. But don't go bloody hugging each other at a protest. Yeah, see, it's just a weird thing to do. Darth said, I hope it's the new Warriors. What Warriors would that be then? Tim, you right, mate? Dear love, you right, mate? Good to see you on. As in, like the Warriors, as in, no, not the like the Warriors, the film The Warriors. Steve said that's a great way to weed out the protesters. What, let them all hug each other? Darth said, not the new Warriors. Right, I'm going to search that, see what comes up. Oh, it's called New Warriors. All right. Yeah, I've just looked it up. Yeah. Nice one, mate. Yeah. No, I just wondered because I thought the Warriors, if it was a new The Warriors, that wouldn't be a Marvel thing anyway, would it? That said, like Lionheart, Ghost Spider, Dante, and such. Jay said, weapons off. Just realised who you are, mate. Lol. Love the channel. So what's everyone doing tonight then, apart from watching this? Got anything else planned after? If this is not a good stream all night, I might do a 11:30 one. We'll see. See how it goes. It's been good so far, and it should be good. But most of the time, it all depends on my mood. Yeah, I ain't done nothing today apart from I filled out a form to get a new driving license card because I can't sort my fucking PayPal out till I do that. Which is fucking annoying. It's actually going to cost me 23 fucking quid just to be able to access my PayPal. Wonder if I can fucking send them a fucking debit for that, the cunts. Yeah, I had to go down to the photo thing for that. Jennifer, you right? Said look like there's a few warriors on here. Dara Love said the weapon stuff, nice Russian riot helmet. Is that the one that you bought around here, Liam? I meant to say that earlier. Weirdly enough, I've watched your video and didn't comment on it. You bought that round here, didn't you? That's a nice helmet, that one. Yeah. I thought I was going to say someone else, but I forgot now. Darcy, I used to love to read Judge Dredd back in the 80s. I've had a couple of Judge Dredd comics as a kid. Yeah, I did like them. But I was a bit too young for them, if you know what I mean. I like the pictures though, the guns. Punisher was good as well. We shouldn't have really probably even had them. Carl said, "What about all the people clapping for the NHS on London Bridge? Yeah, that's no better, is it? If they're not separated, you see that all the time though. Loads of I suppose the NHS. I suppose it all depends, Carl. If those NHS work with each other, because if they work with each other, they're not going to be 6 foot apart anyway in their day-to-day life, are they? But I know what you mean. Green Mantis says Snowflake and Safe Space. The comic industry is doomed. That's right. Liam said, yeah, but with the visor now, and the one B store sent me to smash up, and I was like, nah, it's too nice. I wouldn't have either, mate. I wouldn't have. Actually, bought and tried a Russian MRE, and some of the stuff in there was solid. What the fuck? What solid? As in like rock hard solid, or as in nice? Rentals was saying thanks to Dear Love, and that said 2000 AD comics were really good. The last comic I bought, not really a comic, but some of you may know what this is. Quite an old one though, it's about 10 years old, I think. No fucking dates on it anywhere. Oh no, yeah, it is over coming March 2008, so it was before then. They said, my opinion, you can't beat the US MREs. I don't mind MREs, but when it comes to the price of them, they're too expensive for me. I make my own rations. I'll show you one of my 24. This is one of my 24-hour rations here. That's got 3 meals in, drinks, sweets, everything. Don't cost a lot either. But I have had MREs, and I do think the stuff in them's good, and the fact that they're ready to eat and they heat themselves. But it's just a bit too expensive for me. That said it had calf's brain in it. A calf's brain. Fuck's sake, yeah, that is a bit weird. I'm assuming you mean calf's brain, yeah. RDP said, I wish all the people who stand outside and clap, if they were to donate £1 each time they do it, they could raise millions each time. Yeah, you're right there. Double turbo, so I get boxed old style British MREs for £5. Yeah, now that's good price. That's good price, Riggs. Jay said, yeah, I paid 25 quid just to try the infamous MRE 23 pepperoni pizza. Yeah. They're I like MREs, and I've had a couple of different ones, but they're quite expensive. Jim said, I love this, been reading it for 30 years now, and it's still as good as ever. It is good, isn't it? Yeah. I bought that. Well, you can see how old that one was. At 13 years old, but I kept it. That was the last one I bought. But yeah, proper good laugh in those. Jared, I've said well overpriced MREs. I make my own too. Yeah, it's much more economical, isn't it? Costa. Carl said, have you seen those mini baseball bats and battens with a torch inside them? Also, I've seen little semi-spikes and a crown bezel, blades and bows at them. I've got a little, I don't know where mine is saying that now. Somewhere, actually, I don't know where that is. Anyway, somewhere in this house is a sort of rounded bat sized torch. Where the fuck? Now you've mentioned that, I've just realised I've lost that. Where the fuck that's gone? Unless I did something with it when that the ban was coming in and there was the risk of certain battens being illegal, I may have maybe I would have got rid of it, but yeah, they're quite good. I wouldn't risk carrying them though, because it looks too much like you're carrying a bat. You don't want a torch to look like a bat because it looks like a bat. Steve said, bought 4 cases of MREs for 100 quid each, $100. How many did you get in a case, Steve? So said in World War II, the US sailors had ice cream but no booze. The RN sailors had booze but no ice cream, which led to a nice bit of swapping them ships when the ships met up. Yeah, I bet it did. Yeah. Guys, sorry, damn autocorrect. I think they were all black. Yeah, I've got one somewhere, but now you say that, I don't know where it is. Unless it's in my box. I've got a box there with a lot of stuff in. It may have been in there, and I've just chucked it in the bottom and forgot about it. Oh, 24. 12 mils per. By the way, get liking the stream, everyone. There's 29 people on and 26 likes. Double Sabu said, yeah, got a few of them baton torches, just really novelty purpose. Even with batteries, they're not very heavy. Can't beat the old D-cell mag lights. Exactly. Yeah, that's I bought it for sort of novelty purposes and to see what they're like. But then when I got it, I suddenly thought, no good, is it? Because I think I got mine for free anyway with a GearBest review. But yeah, you can't carry it because it literally looks like you're carrying a bat. It's no good. That's all right, Steve. Don't need to check. I just wondered out of curiosity to see, whether that was a good deal. So, has anyone been going out then since they've been allowed out a bit more then, or not really bothering? In all honesty, I don't want to. Purely because I've got someone living in my house who, if I came back and give it them, it could kill them. So, I'm being careful for their benefit. You know, so is everyone else in my house, actually. But yeah, but some people, if you live in certain situations, probably wouldn't bother you so much, would it? Now, I don't know. As I always say, I don't go out a lot anyway. So don't bother me. Yeah, as I was saying about videos then, I will have 14 per case. That ain't bad. I've edited this, but it was taking so long, editing the video for this, it was taking so long that it came near 9 o'clock. So I had to then go on here, basically. Otherwise, I still would have been doing this. But yeah, I'm glad to have a sheath for this. As I say, if you ain't got a sheath for a knife, you can't really use your knife properly, can you? I think I've done an all right job on that, really. Even if I say so myself. Jim said, have I fucked home? Allotment, that's it. Plenty of crowds around the local beauty spots. They're mad. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jim. Yeah, I bet that's nice being able to get down the allotment at least, isn't it? Until your neighbour in allotment comes and stands about that far away from you. Fuck's sake, I remember you saying about that. Carl said, nah, not went out too risky. And talking about mag lights, has anyone tried the LED versions? And if so, are they worth it? Liam's got one. Liam, what's your LED mag light like? Lap bricks, right, mate? He said, anyone have any suggestions for a Crusader outfit? I'm going to get. Can't help you with that. Hopefully someone else can, though. Anyone else have any suggestions for the Crusader armor outfit I'm going to get? Dream Man says, I caught my son carrying a mini bat in his backpack. I had to take it out. Then he replaced it with a barbell bar. He said if questioned, will I work out? Clever boy, fuck's sake. I don't know. I think I'd rather him have the mini bat than the fucking barbell bar, Jim. Paul, sorry. Yes. But no, at least he's clever enough to carry something that's got a reason. Number said, did you get my email I sent you earlier? No, I've probably got it, Riggs, in all honesty, but I haven't been on my emails all day. But I'll have a look in a minute. Papa Lazarus said that's pucker. Bing said shop, walk around the block, home. That's all I do. Weapons I've said mag light LEDs are fantastic. RDP said if you want to torture a baton, get a 6 or 8 cell mag light, not D cell. C cell is almost the same diameter as a real baton. Carried mine for years as a baton. If you can find an old bulb. Jim said, oh yes, you mean the Met police officer? Appalling. Yes, exactly. I wasn't going to say, I was going to let you say. Iron Man, you right, mate? He said, I ordered a petrol generator on your link. Did it raise? I'll tell you in about 2 days, Iron Man. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Fiend Man said, lol. I've said you can get the ones respective of the amount of cells in your torch. Oh, the bulbs, yeah. I made my ones. I've essentially got a. So this is a D cell mag light with a lanyard, and it's essentially got another torch just siliconed into it. There's the button for turning it on and off, and then if you turn that round the other way, there's the hole for charging it. So that's an 18650 D cell mag light with a lanyard. That's completely homemade, to be honest. You know, I didn't make the mag light, but oh, and also some of them I've got a lead lined heads, so there's lead wrapped around the top inside under the reflector. Dumper Sailboat said, got a side handle attachment for my 6D mag light, but wouldn't attach it now. It might be classed as side handle batten. Yeah, that's torch done for. Daryl said, I made a great batten from half a wooden curtain pole, sprayed it black. Yeah, nice one. That's a nice, easy way to do it, isn't it? That's at least no one has started carrying one of those dildo bats. Fuck's sake. As I said, also, Mike can't remember. Did you see the stream earlier? Yeah, I was on it for most of it, I think, Liam. Yeah. I think I was doing something at the time. What made you say about that, Liam? I think I missed the first couple of minutes, but I'm pretty sure I was on that whole stream apart from when I went and got coffee. I'm sure I was on it. But I think I may have been doing something at the time. But I did watch it all. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you were trying to do the Geiger at the end, weren't you? Yeah, I remember now. Double Turbo, the batteries I have in my 6D cell were from 2007. It still works. Good old pound and Duracell batteries. Fuck's sake. Well, I left my batteries in my D cell. The reason I had a 6D mag light. This was it. If you see the size of it now, it's certainly at 6D. The batteries sort of degraded so much in it, even when I took every part of the torch apart, including all the insides, even with a piece of wood in and a fucking club hammer, I could not get those batteries out. So I had to cut it down. I could get some out, but there was like a load stuck in the end, like 3 stuck in the end. And actually saying that, I had to, in all honesty, this isn't even a mag light tube. If you look in there, you can see it's just a steel tube, this one, with a mag light head. I had to do away with it. I could not get them batteries out. They'd literally like welded themselves in it. Jay said, I can't wait for this COVID to be over. We'll be able to move my casting kit up to my place and get making some pieces. Nice one. I said, at some point, going to get 2 AA thing solder in it. Oh, the Geiger counter, yeah. Liam said, if you check Twitter, Mike, I just sent you some pictures. All right, have a look, mate. Axe said, came across one of those old school long screwy mag lights. Crack an intruder with that, it'll make him see light. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I've got another one here. This is another one of my modded ones. But I can't. That's how tight I was. I couldn't afford to get a bloody conversion kit, so I just put a fucking. This one's got a little pen light inside it and a button at the bottom now. This will be a bit. I think the battery's running out on this one, but you can see it came on anyway. Yeah, battery's running out. But yeah, button at the bottom now. But that's a proper mag light body on that one. But yeah, I couldn't afford a mag light conversion, so put a torch inside the torch. Works. Still get the body, because you still get the decent sized body of the torch. But essentially, it's just another torch inside another torch. I got videos showing how to make them. Iron Man said, I got the Maglite Type 4D. I want to get the rechargeable D cells and charge it, but they're very pricey. I'm still going to get one of them, Iron Man, the one you got off of Amazon. Look, is it a good torch? Is it well worth getting, Iron Man? Thanks, I'm jumping off now, Mike. Got to go. Yeah, see you later, Bing. Have a good evening, mate. Cheers for joining me. Offbeat Warble said, watch The Hunted on Netflix today. Bit of knife making in it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I bet that is interesting. How old's The Hunted? Is that new or old? Jay said, have you got any night vision? No, I haven't. I've got no, I ain't got no night vision. I was gonna say something else, but I have it's not night vision. What was that thing that Hype sent me, Liam? That's not night vision, is it? That's it's like a laser spotter thing in it or whatever, laser with a light and a laser pointer spotter thing for you know, when you got to target someone and get them to fucking blow it up, basically. I said, yeah, D cells are pricey, but as with so many Geiger counters use D cell, I ended up buying a couple. It's a torch laser sight and IR laser for night vision. I knew there was a bit to do with night vision. I knew it didn't have night vision on it, but I knew there was something to do with night vision. Oh, infrared laser. Yeah, so you wouldn't see it to the naked eye. Slim Tar, you right, mate? I imagine it's very nice built. Good beam and strobe too, mate. Plus it could give a burger a headache. Now, as you say, the only issue is it's the D cells. That's the only issue with me for anything. D cells are quite pricey, aren't they? I'm all right, Slim. Yeah, not bad. I had to go out today to go to one of those fucking photo booths to get some driving license pictures. Anybody want to see my driving license picture? It's just me looking really moody, basically. The Pagan King, right, mate? Weapons and stuff said. As if you think about it, with giant scope on your eye, you can't really iron-sight a rifle. So the IR laser, so you can see where you're aiming. Foxy lady, good to see you on. How are you? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm in a good mood tonight. Yeah. How are you? Darth said I only have a few small flashlights. I've got quite a few because I used to get sent a lot of them. All of the ones that are mounted inside these are ones I got sent for nothing. Through night torches, basically. Tac 2, you right, mate? All right, Liam. Yeah, I forgot about that. I imagine I will have to bite the bullet and pay the cost for the D cells and charger. Last a few hundred charges. I think it's worth it in the long run, isn't it, Iron Man? Certainly don't want to keep buying D cells all the time. Semtar said, at least you don't look like a child in your ID photo. I saw my brother-in-law's picture the other day. Looked like he was 12. What's the age? He said, that is good. I'm doing okay. Very poorly though. Oh, that's a shame. Not anything bad, is it? I hope. But get well soon. I thought I saw something on my floor then. Oh, Sam's on as well. Right, Sam. Good evening, Mike. Long time no see. Been missing your streams. Not been getting notified. That's a shame. Yeah, I think that happens a lot, in all honesty. It's always worth checking on a Friday and a Saturday, checking at about, if I ain't on by 9:30 and I haven't said anything, I'm normally not on. Jumble Cell Blue, so that's got me curious. I can't get the batteries out. Sounds loose, but the first one is a bit stuck. Yeah, fucking nightmare I had, Riggs. I couldn't get them out. I took every bit of the torch out, so it's just a tube, and even with a bit of wood and a fucking club hammer, would not move. I'd do away with the bloody body in the end. Darth said, "Get I got loads of rechargeable torches, but none of them are maglite size. That's what we mean. That's what we're getting at. I've got loads of small rechargeable torches. I'm looking around the place. There's one over there. But yeah, none of them are maglite size. The only one I've ever seen that's maglite size is 250 fucking quid. Fuck that. Yeah, nice one, Liam. Yeah. Just don't any pictures he sent me. That said, I messed up once and missed handle. Flash tasered my brother has. That experience, good one, money. Fuck's sake. Everyone else says, so a 4D cell maglite takes 6 volt LED bulb. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because they were like 1.5 each, aren't they? Sam said, but I have been talking to Slingshot Warrior. I've seen you on there. I sometimes check his streams out after they've been on. I saw you got on a couple of them, Sam. I imagine, Mike, did you ever get given novelty boxes with beer jokes on them? No, but I used to say to people, I don't ever want boxes or socks for Christmas. So I've never got them. The closest thing I ever got to a novelty thing was, you remember last Christmas, I got that Christmas jumper. That's the first time I've ever had anything like that. So I thought my phone was ringing then. My house phone. You're right, Dan. Dar said you can get rechargeable C and D. Oh yeah, you can get rechargeable D and Cs, but they're quite expensive here, and there's not a lot of cheap D cell torches that are good like a Maglite. RDP might Google AA battery adapter D cell. I've seen them like a tube, haven't it? And you put the D cell, you put the A's in, and it makes it into a D cell, don't it? That could probably be the way to go, couldn't it? But as I say, I've converted mine. I don't need D cells for mine because mine don't. This is an 18650. This one's 2 AAA. So I actually don't need them. Tactical said, "I'm sure you can get D size sleeves for 18650." Again, I think you're right there, Tactical. RDP said, "Goonies never say die." Axe said, "If a battery gets locked in the Maglite, try using a weak acid to break the scum holding it in place." Yeah, that could work. Too late for mine though. Mine's been cut off and put in the bin, sadly. But I've made the torch out. What I just got a steel body in the end. See that white bit there? That's the original. What this is, like a white steel tube. But bear in mind the charge is like 16 quid, so it's about 20 quid for 4D cells. Iron Man said, "Do people still use paraffin lanterns?" I bet they do. I bet they do somewhere. You know what I mean? I bet they do somewhere. Riggs, I'll check out your email after this. Steve Wood said, LED technology is fantastic. They're brighter and brighter, and the lights get smaller and smaller. Yeah, it's amazing, really, isn't it? You can get a tiny little torch like that would probably be as powerful as an old Maglite. Yeah, I love how good torches are nowadays. Used to think a Maglite was good when you filled up brand new batteries. Compare that to an 18650 now that has 3 or 4 modes, including strobe and SOS, rechargeable, straight from the torch. Sam said, "I was speaking to Liam this morning about an M1 Yugoslavian mask." I saw your video. Well, I've seen you've uploaded a video on it, Sam. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I bought Seems Defective, kept suffocating me. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to watch that then. Did you mention that in the video, Sam? I did see you put that on. Double Cell Bush, Mike, how do you take the bulb area out of a flashlight, out of a Maglite? Like, you know where the button is? You have to take that button off, take the rubber button off, and under there is a tiny little Allen key. Undo that, and then it should come out. Zed said, "So when are you going to do the new knife display board?" Not sure, Zed. I'd have to buy the wood. But the thing is, I don't know where I'm going to put it, because I don't think anyone would ever see it anyway. But I might. A knife one, I could put it over my bed, and I could have the knives really secure on there, so they wouldn't fall off. I don't like the guns over there. You won't want a gun falling on your head when you're asleep. But a knife in a sheath wouldn't be quite so bad. I'll tell you what, Riggs, it's a very funny shape. It's a very small Allen key as well. So, yeah. Yes, good luck. Where am I? Liam said, "Thorium lamp mantles are worth a lot. They burn brighter than modern safe ones." Axe said, "With all this talk about D batteries," I'm not one these nut jokes. Fuck's sake. That said, "I have a Wolf paraffin mining lamp." RDP said, "It was my reply to Dan's. Oh, hey, you guys. Yes. Fuck's sake. I knew that'd come up somewhere, but I couldn't think why. Why. Iron Man said, "Would methylated spirit work in a lantern?" Not sure, mate, in all honesty. I'll check that out, Sam, after this. Oh, Iron Man, RDP said, "Yeah, but it won't last long." Oh, you said cheers, didn't you? Geralov said, "I got a Clarus 1,600 lumens, 603 meter light throw, and serious self-defense bezel on it. Nice one." Now, I've got quite a few torches. Tobio, I get sent them. In all honesty, I've sold a lot of them, but I've probably had loads of bloody torches because I get sent them to review. The last one I had to review was... Right, hang on, where is it? WowTac A7 Tactical. These are quite good. They're basically through night torches, but like their budget range. They're fucking good torches though. That's all brand new in the box. I'll sell that eventually. Let me know if anyone wants it. Axe said probably a 2 or 1.5 millimeter Allen, which I think it is. It's tell you what, it's a bloody small one. Get all this shit out while I'm doing these streams. It takes me half an hour to put all this shit back. Hi, the piece. Okay, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Hope you all have a good evening. Great evening, great weekend. What's left of it. Cheers, Rob. Good night, mate. Have a good evening. I hope your neighbours are nice and quiet for you all night long. Good night, mate. Time to light torches. I've got a few laying around somewhere. How much? I don't know, Darth. You have a look how much it is to buy new, and I'll say you it cheaper than that. Sounds like I've still got my torch from when I did security. Nice one. Yeah, I don't know where that back one is. Yeah, there's another one. I got them all over the bloody place, in all honesty. Through night TC 10V2. And the batteries run out of that there. Streamlight Stylus Pro. Little pen light. Yeah, I'll get sent loads of them. If it's PayPal, Dave, you might have to wait for a bit because my PayPal's been suspended at the minute. That's why I got to do a new driving license to get it fucking back. But I didn't tell you this, Liam. I meant to tell you earlier. That's all ready to go. Yeah, and so I was talking to him about it earlier. Tactical said, all this talk of torches, thought I'd better charge mine. You've got my charger. Yeah, this needs charging. But this is a good one. You can just USB straight in there. I mentioned, have you drank any beer lately, Mike, or sticking to the old vodkas? I had the night after, on the night of my dad's funeral, I drank 8 cans of Foster's and like half a bottle of vodka, maybe more. And then on my birthday, so that was around, that was like the 27th. Yeah, the 27th of April. And then a couple of days later, on my birthday, I had 2 cans of Tenant Super and a whole bottle of vodka. So yeah, a bit of both. But now I'm sticking purely, after that, the last couple of times I drank since then, purely vodka, nothing else. Because I had been getting like the odd little, I think it's sort of psychosomatic. Like I get little twinges in my joints where the gout was. And I think that's me making it up in my head. It soon stops me drinking though. But I have been getting a couple of little twinges, little like, oh, that feels a bit warm. That feels a bit like, you know, I can feel it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been eating better. But I haven't had gout though. But you know, it keeps me under control at least. Daryl Love said, what headlamps do you like? I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm not massively into headlamps. I've got a couple, but no, like not any real good ones. I've had a couple of through night ones, but sold them. But in my bug out bags, I do have headlamps because they are handy, aren't they, if you need to use your hands. Tacticals here. Mine's a weird 2.5 jack type. That's weird, isn't it? JBO, good to see you on, mate. I enjoyed watching your games room today. Did you see my comment? Yeah, that was decent, that was. Darcy, I'd have passed out if I drank that much. Steve said, did you say gout? Yes, I did, yeah. I've had gout a couple of times. I haven't had it for like 2 years, though. Iron Man said your mind can play tricks. But yeah, I really enjoyed your video today, Jim. I got a question for you. Now, this isn't like definite or nothing, but it just popped into my head when I was watching it. If I was ever to get rid of any PSP games and UMDs, would you be interested in those? I've not got no plans on getting rid of them, but I just thought, seeing as I know someone who now collects them and that, I could offer them to you first if they was ever going. But yeah, I'm not saying I am selling them or anything, but you know, if you're ever interested, or would you be interested if I was ever getting rid of them? But yeah, I've got loads of UMDs and games for the PSP. My PSP barely plays now, though. It barely recognises discs, and the battery don't really charge anymore. But PSP was one of my favourite consoles. That says sorry for spamming. Twitch number 6 is the one to watch for. What with? I was going to say it's tactical. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, twinge number 6. Well, what your joints you mean? Steve said beer can cause gout along with high purine foods and processed meat. That's it. I've got the thing here. I'm always going about bloody gout, Steve. Yeah, I've got the leaflet in front of me. Oh, nice one. Yeah, but I've been eating very healthy. I don't eat anything on the high purines list now, anyway. Yeah, my only issue is beer, really, and I very rarely drink beer anyway. I only drank some beer because it was my birthday. JBO should evening tactical and everyone else. Sam said, Mike, ask Yorkshireman 66. What's that, Sam? JBO said, yeah, definitely have a look. Cheers, Mike. All right, yeah. If I'm ever getting rid of them, Jim, I'll let you know. I've got no plans to, but it's just when you mentioned the PSP and that, I thought, oh, nice one, Sam. All right, I'll check that out. I'll ask him about the UMDs and the PSP games. All right, nice one. But yeah, I've got no plans to sell them, but it'd be interesting to know. I'd rather sell them to people who I know who would want them than, from a stranger. Steve said, drink 1 ounce of red tart cherry concentrate each day, and you may not have to change your diet. I'll be honest with you, Steve. That's a very good tip, but I need to change my diet anyway. This needs to go. I'm sticking it out a bit there, but that needs to go anyway. So the fact that I have to eat healthily helps. But yeah, no, I know about the cherries and that. Yeah, vitamin C, turmeric and all that. Yeah. I mounted Mike. I found a new corner shop and they had a dusty box full of tinned food, 2018, 2019 dates. I asked to buy them for 20p a can. I've been eating them and it tastes fine. No sickness. Happy days. Well, there you go. That's decent, isn't it? Steve said, lol, I understand. But still, yeah, the last time I had like a proper twinge of gout, and it was definitely coming on, was last year. I think it was last year when I was looking after Matt's dogs, and it was the week I was looking after his dogs was the hottest week of the year so far, and I was highly stressed, and I think I wasn't drinking enough water. I was eating unusual foods, and I was under a lot of stress, and the gout started coming back one night. So I took some ibuprofen, ate a whole tin of cherries, and did all the things you could think of to get rid of it. And by the morning, it had gone. Yeah. That said, missed my retro collection. Sold it to buy a motorbike. Yeah, I've got a bit of a stomach I need to get rid of. So the healthy eating's good anyway. I was sticking it out then, though. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, celery. Now, celery I didn't know. Iron Man said, Mike, please do an old food test again to an apocalypse theme. Oh, what make the video look old? And I could do a green screen like I'm in a bunker if you want, Iron Man. I'll have to see. What you got to do is let me lose the memory of the paranoia about it. One day that'll pop into my head, and I think, yeah, I'm going to do that. So there is a good chance it'll happen. It's got to be more spur of the moment. Dumble Sabu said, "Oh, soggy piss flaps. Took rubber button off, but the hole in the centre doesn't seem to have an Allen key in it. Maybe it's just me. Fuck, then it should have. It should have right down in the bottom of it. It's a really small one. Shine the torch in there and have a look." Beth Reed said, "Do you watch George Sprav?" Yes. I don't subscribe to him though. Just because I find I don't watch all of his videos, but I do watch George Sprav. What I do, I go and check every once a month. I'll go onto his channel, see what's new on there. Some people I prefer to do that. So I watch their videos, but I don't subscribe to them. Yeah, I do watch George Sprav stuff. Friend said, "I made an apple pie today instead of a pigeon pie, so I didn't go shooting as the gamekeeper was trying to do shoot clubs." Up comes the food, the subject food. Yeah, don't matter. It's nice and early. Hi man, said Mike. Just drink 4 super tea cans. Bloody do it. If I'd have filmed myself up that field, you could have seen me have 2 at least. Chiefs of celery. Last flare up I had, I ate celery all day, and the next day I could hardly tell I'd had it. Ah, nice one. That's good. Yeah, when I felt it coming on that time, I started, and it was definitely coming on. Yeah, I did all them things, but not celery. I didn't know about that one. Yeah, and that fucking, you can stop it, can't you? Just have to make sure you do everything possible. But I tend to try and eat a lot more healthily anyway now, and the fact that I'd had gout them times sort of helps with it. It gives me a motivation to do it more. You know what I mean? It's too easy not to bother. I think, fuck it, who cares? But if you've got a bit of a health reason to do it, it spurs you on a bit more. My man said, "I like celery with squeezed cheese." Yeah, that's quite nice actually. Have you ever tried putting celery in celery salt? Dipping a bit of celery in celery salt. It's quite nice. Food talk's got to stop soon though. Freddie's getting time out for that. Joking, Freddie. Nah, just before I came on anyway, so I ain't bothered. Sam said I ate fruit and vegetables. I had a salad for my dinner, for my lunch today. Steve says red tart cherry concentrate is really thick, and you can add it to 7 ounces of water, soft drink, and that helps take the tartness away a little. Nice one. But yeah, I know about the cherries and that. Yeah, I've got the where are you? See, that's bloody well used. Instead of tape back together. I was getting that bloody thing out. Double Sabu said, "Mike, are you talking about the brass stopper on the bulb mount? I thought that was just an Allen key bit under the rubber cover." No, under the rubber cover, yeah. There's that what you're talking about. There's also a bit under the cover. Yeah. On my one, there was a bit under the cover. But if I didn't do that, that fucking thing would not come out. I would show you if I had the bits, but I don't think I've got them anymore. Oh man said, "I want to make a batch of pickled eggs and leave them for 5 years and try them." Do it, mate. Do it. Let me look, Riggs. I don't think I've got the end to that anymore. Yeah, you're on about this bit, aren't you, I think? I think you're talking about that bit, aren't you? No, not that. Unless I fucking imagined it, but I don't know. Go on YouTube and have a quick look, Riggs. But I'm pretty sure in that hole under the button is an Allen key. Because yeah, it does. I remember now. So there's your button there. Yeah, and there's on the other side, on the inside, there's a little divot, and on the plastic bit is a little, like nut thing, with a point on it that pushes into that little divot to stop the plastic moving up and down. That's what's on mine anyway, my two. I don't suppose they would have changed them, would they? Puts himself in timeout. Yeah, can you actually do that? You'd have to see if you can. One of the mods put yourself in timeout just as a joke. See whether you can. Not another mod. Put yourself in timeout. Come on, everyone's suddenly gone all quiet. So yeah, tomorrow you only got to click the three little dots so it comes up. No, you can't. Yeah, so tomorrow there'll be the making of this. I might try and shorten it down a little bit less than it's like 18 minutes. Then not say talking of food. What idiot thought making tapioca pudding look like pus? Pus-ridden frog spawn. It's a good idea. Fuck knows. Fuck knows that. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find the bit that you was on about, Riggs, in there. But I don't think I've got that bit to show you. I know I had a couple of the bits left. No, I haven't. It's never going to end now, Tactical. Not that it's your fault. Gumball Bush, yeah, no hole, mate. Only one in the centre of the switch. I'll check out YouTube video. See what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, that's what I mean, Riggs. Yeah. So there's that, and then when you take it off, there's a little hole, isn't there? And there's like perforated bits down the side of it, like little plastic lines, isn't there? In the middle of that, right at the bottom, is a tiny, like 1.5 millimeter or 2 mil Allen key bolt. Sam said tomorrow we is going up Ilkley Moor for a hike. Been in lockdown for 13 weeks. Time to break free. I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you. Especially something like that. There's, that's a safe thing to do. You're out. You can get away from people if you need be while you're out. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, mate. JBO said, did anyone else happen? Oh, what happened with the guy giving you rubbish and making your address available? Steve said probably 1.5 mil. I know the answer to that, Jim, but I'll let Liam answer that. Don't forget to get your merchandise in, everyone. Sold a couple recently. Electro bought 2, one for him and one for his daughter. So there's going to be a 4-year-old walking around with a lime green version of this soon. 4-year-old girl. Cracks me up. They may even have got the ACAB one. This one. Fuck's sake. Dad said, I've got to mow my lawn soon. I wish my grass was an emo, then it's cut itself. Steve said, did you make the knife in the new sheath? Yes, I did, Steve. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like 100% homemade. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, blade and knife, 100% homemade. JBO, when Liam comes on, ask him that again. He's probably doing something at the minute. Man said, doesn't Amazon sell crossbows? Why doesn't Amazon sell crossbows but sell bows? I was thinking maybe it's something to do with the trigger mechanism. I don't know, man. That's weird. JBO was asking you a question, Liam. I don't know if you'd answer it anyway. If you can either scroll up or I'll put it on. But it was the last thing he said. You know what, man? I don't know, because I know they sell knives as well. Jim said bedtime for me. I've got 3 tons of rotten horse shit to move tomorrow. Good night, Jim. Take care, mate. Hope you have a good day at the allotment. I'll be growing some stuff soon. When I do, I'll do a video. Good night, Jim. Darth said, big pair of brass knuckles. Are they legal in the UK? No. So I'm assuming you haven't got any of those. Yeah, they're illegal to own now in your own home. Whether a policeman would take them off you if they came into your house is a different story because they'd have to find them first. You know what I mean? But yeah. Weapons and Stuff said, I just filed a police report on it and I'd a load of decent people offered to send me some freebies to review. There you go. So it's good all round there. I know that one at least. Iron Man straight away. Iron Man said, Mike, what movie is this quote? That's my mother you're pissing on. Brain Dead. Peter Jackson's Brain Dead. Yeah, that's when I can't remember his name now. The actual bloke pissing on it. It's a weird name. It's pissing on Lionel's mum's grave anyway, isn't he? Yeah, great film, Iron Man. Darcy, I looked on Amazon. I can order crossbows here in the US. Yeah, a bit different in the US. In the UK, we do have a couple of weird restrictions on things. eBay, we can't buy knives. I'm going to remember that bloke's name eventually, man. It keeps nearly popping into my head. It's a very weird name. The bloke who was pissing on the grave's name is. Keeps nearly popping into my head. Although now I say that, now it's not. Brain Dead, for the US viewers, that's what you call the film Dead Alive by Peter Jackson. I always found that really weird. But I think there was another film in America called Brain Dead. Sam said, Mike, in your little shop, do you have olive green T-shirts? Yeah, I should. Yes, yeah. You can get this in like an olive green. Yeah, there's a load of different designs, Sam. Let me just put on the thing. Hang on. So, right, Nightbot will put a thing on in a minute with the link to the merchandise T-shirts. But yeah, you can get this in olive green or close to olive green. But certain designs have more colours. But yeah, there's a green that's pretty close. There you go. See that Nightbot link? T-shirts, hoodies, stickers, banners. There you go. But I do get a profit out of that if people do buy stuff from that. And I appreciate it. Dave said, that's weird. I order knives all the time for eBay here. Yeah, and what's even weirder, Duff, Dave, is if I went onto the US, I can go onto US Amazon and order most things if they can be shipped here. If I go on eBay and try and order eBay US and try and buy a knife, they say I'm trying to flout their rules and I'm not allowed it. Weird, isn't it? Tactical said, we can hardly buy any weapons, but idiots can hug each other in parts, bend viruses. Good old UK. There you go. Says it all, doesn't it? JBO said, BRB, guys. Little man's woke up. Got to reset him. See you in a minute, Jim. Dara Love said to Liam, if you're there, you should put a couple of CCTV cameras outside you. He has done. He's got one out there. Luckily, Costa, he has got one. Yeah, he's got the same one I've got. So I've got 3 cameras. Yeah, I've got 3. You've got one of those internet ones, so you can see it on your phone anywhere, and 2 sort of standard, recording ones. But Liam's got one of the ones you can turn around on your phone and that. Worth having, and it's always worth having cameras. Iron Man said, Brain Dead is one of those movies I could just escape reality. It was a great movie. 100% agree with there, Iron Man. Yeah, I love that film. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, go and have a look, mate. Some of them have more colour options than others, some of the designs. Carl said, can't use a VMP. I suppose you probably could. Yeah, you're right there, Carl. Probably could. I never thought about that at the time. Steve says, so someone from the US can send you a knife as a gift. Yes, yeah, they can, Steve, yeah. As long as it's legal for me to own. I can't have flick knives or anything like that. Serene Man said, later, Mike, got to go and do a family thing. See you later, Paul. It was good having you on, mate. I'll do that video soon. See you later, Paul. Say hello to your family from me. As I say, tell Nick not to get caught. See you later, mate. Captain 5 said, or as Bob the Metal Guy uses garage alarms. Yeah, that's another good idea. Weapons stuff there. So I got one. I always get some more. I mostly just use it to see when the postman's arriving. Right, John? Yeah, there's another good option. If he was going to get a dog actually, but I don't think it would have been right for his household. But he was interested in getting a dog at one point. Yeah, Darren has to get a large German Shepherd, exactly. Darth said, notch blades, switchblades, yeah, switchblades. Flick knives, or what we call switchblades. No, flick knives are what you call switchblades, yeah. Yeah, they're illegal to own now. So brass knuckles. Right, Sparrow? Yeah, big German Shepherd. Yeah, dog will always keep motorcycles away, won't it? I'm going to have to buy a sticker to put on the bottom of it, saying something, I think. Get some of my own stickers. I've got my own stickers on there. I even designed some of them so the sticker's this big and you can cut it into 4. Iron Man said, Mike, I think this country should legalise muskets for recreation use like archery. I mean, you can't go on a killing spree with a musket. Exactly. I can understand that, yeah. Totally, Iron Man. Yeah. Can't see why not. That would be something to sort of campaign for. We're more likely to get that than anything, I think. Oh, so you call a gravity knife a flick knife? I get you, yeah, because, yeah. Liam said, I ain't worried, lad. Someone who was an actual threat would just turn up and cause grief. Pushy little man child are the ones that publish and address and then hide. Yeah, exactly. You're 100% right there. That's a good way to put it. Darren, I've said, no one comes near my house as I have 2 large German Shepherds. Even my friends don't come around now. That's the only problem. I said that to my cousin. He got a bloody great big German Shepherd. And I did say to him, I warned him, I said, if you get a great big dog, don't forget, no one's probably going to come around your house anymore. And I haven't been around his house for 6 years. Darren, I've said, if you need backup, Liam, I got your back. I bet a lot of people would. Liam said, cheers, dear love, but it's pathetic more than anything, really, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You're right. Well, I ain't going to get into it on here, but Steve said, off to take the wife to work. Good night. See you later, Steve. Good having you on, mate. What's she work nights then or something, or are you not from the UK? I know you're probably off now, but too late to ask that question. Iron Man said, Jack Russells are more violent than most dogs. They don't realise they're tiny. You're right there. They are. Luckily that they can't rip you to pieces, though, isn't it? But yeah, they're more vicious than most dogs, aren't they? It's just luckily they're small. I noticed another thing with my bloody PayPal stuff. They asked for a bank statement, right? Sent them the bank statement. Are you in the States? I was going to say, because it's like 10:30 here. See you later, Steve. The bank statement I had a bit of writing on the bottom of it, so I'd edited that bit out of it. When I edited it, it had made it really small. So when I sent them it couldn't even read it. Dave said, can you buy deactivated rifles in the UK? Yeah, you can. You can buy deactivated rifles and antique, fully functioning rifles. Liam's bought 2 recently, weapons and stuff. He's bought 2 fully functioning antique rifles that don't need a license. Darren, I said, I do not mind people not coming around. I like my own space. I can meet up with people outside, no problems. Poor the virus. I was always bunkering in. I'm pretty much the same as you, mate. I don't mind people not coming around. I quite, I prefer it that way. In all honesty, and as you say, you can always meet people out or go around their house or whatever. It's not like you can't see anyone, is it? As I said, my friend years ago, she had a German Shepherd cross Staffy. It was a Staffy the size of a Shepherd. Fucking hell. Black with ginger tiger stripes. Thing was lovely, but looked something like the devil made. Yeah, that sounds amazing. In all honesty, yeah, that sounds like a hell of a fucking dog. Yeah, well, that'd been interesting to see. Darth Dace said, "How are they more modern ones deactivated exactly? I don't know exactly how they do it now, but they cut a slit in the barrel somewhere where you can't see it, put a bolt in the barrel, weld that on, cut away parts of the receiver, take out the firing pin, weld all that shut so it's all like one bit. I think nowadays they even weld the magazines on if it's something like that." Iron Man said, "Mike, watch the trailer Bloody Quantum, new zombie movie. That's coming out soon. Looks good." All right, Iron Man, can you comment that on one of my videos? So if I write it down, that probably just goes into fucking ether, don't you? But if you comment on one of my videos later or in a minute saying, "Mike, watch Blood Quantum trailer" or whatever, I'll check that out after this. Jared, I've seen a staff the size of a German Shepherd knife. Yeah, it sounds amazing, actually, don't it? Yeah. Mout's got a proper staff, full staff, and a staff crossed with a collie and something like a boxer, like that. So it's quite big. That's a lovely dog. It looks like a boxer, looks like a boxer with a Staffordshire Bull Terrier's face. Video base, right, mate? He said, "Did you hear about Jeff Cutlery Loves dog? It's a shame, worst time of the year." No, I didn't. So what? Jeff's dog died, and Dave Canter's house was burnt down, and his dog's been killed. Nightmare for them lot. Sam said, "Just right, going to take the axle rod for slash." Darth said, "Can an American order one of those deactivated rifles now it's sent to the US?" I don't know, in all honesty, Darth, possibly. Ron, you right, mate? Good to see you on. I said, basically to cover themselves in case the chav buys one and shoots someone. Video message, yeah. Yeah, fucked up, innit? I know, I did not know that. Peach, no, I didn't. I'll have to go and look, because I sometimes check every now and then, every about 6 months, I go and check Cutlery Loves videos. I don't sub to him anymore. Cheers, Iron Man. That'll come up on my notifications, and I'll do that later. Yeah, that's a shame. That was his that was his bulldog one. Yeah, nice dog that was. DMB have a bit on their site where they can what they can and can't post to. Darren loves, "I trained my neighbour's staff. I have dogs all my life. Best mates, unconditional love, and we can trust them with our lives." Yeah, you hammed it right there. Yeah, Matt's got 2 dogs. They keep wanting dogs here, but I think it'd be too much at the minute. Nate, you all right, mate? Good to see you on. Plus, I think I've now got a slight allergy to dogs. And it's only certain dogs though. When I used to go around one of my mates' house who had a bulldog, every single time I'd go around his house, the next day I'd have eye infections. It's weird, isn't it? Iron Man said, "Mike, do you like other pets, rabbits and ducks?" Yeah, I don't mind pets. We've had in all honesty, if I could choose to have a pet now, I wouldn't, purely because I don't think I don't have time to look after him properly. Or the money. But we have had birds. We've had birds as pets. Dog years ago. Yeah, I do like pets. Hamster, rabbit. But I think personally we'd be better off without something like that in my house. I like cats myself though, but I also have a dog. But yeah, pets are good. They're a good bit of company. Something to do, something to get you up in the morning. Um, yeah, they're good overall, aren't they? But if you're going to look after an animal properly, you've got to be prepared to have the money for obviously the food, vet bills, everything. And I wouldn't be able to cover any of that. Right? So I love my dog. He goes with me everywhere. Like when Mark's dog was ill, people helped him out in the end. He didn't ask for it, but people helped him out and raised money for him. Or did he ask for it? I can't remember. But yeah, because the dog would have died otherwise. Right? So I love my dog. He goes with me everywhere. That's good. Ron said I listened to a documentary on Australian feral cat problem. Really bizarre that. That's strange. I didn't know about that. Darren said those rifles are very cool. 450 quid Swiss gun are accurate. Have you fired yours? Sam said I have 2 cats, but I love dogs. I'm a donator to many pet charities. Nice one. Tactical said I'd be your pet, Mike. Vodka in the water bowl. I'd bite anyone. Even up your leg, fuck's sake. Well, if I start getting bored, I might take you up on that. Oh, I've got to share my vodka though. I don't know. Maybe not. I had a pet fox once, Carl. Nice one. We've had pet greenfinch, a pet female blackbird, and a pet hamster that was found in a car park. And because that car park used to be frequented by a bloke called Dennis the Tramp, we decided to call the hamster Dennis the Tramp. Yeah, named him after the tramp. Freddie said, how is Matt's dogs? I never found out. That was fine in the end. Yeah, it was fine in the end. Had the operation. It was all right in the end. Freddie, cheers for asking. Sparrow said, cats are pretty self-reliant. Just feed them and let them outside. Only downside is they're potentially little assholes that think the world revolves around them. Yeah. As I've said, so it would need work. Totally fine if needed. Oh, the gun, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, a raven would be yeah, very interesting thing. But yeah, the birds we had, those rescue birds, the greenfinch, that was because my dad cut a tree down and found it as a little baby injured, so we kept that because it would have just died. Same with the female blackbird. It was, I reckon, it'd come out of the nest too early. And when we had it, and we had a baby hedgehog once. But no matter, I used to wake up it was a proper, found it in our shed with a plastic bag wrapped around its head. And I think it had brain damage and it was probably beyond saving. But I managed to keep it alive for about a week, having to feed it like a baby, as in during the night. It wasn't a week, it was about 4 days. But all through the night, I'd have to wake up every hour to feed it with a little dropper. But I know, and used to get a bit of wet tissue and like rub its genital area to make it go to the toilet, because that's what the mother would do. It would lick them down there to make them get to the toilet. I did all that for like 4 days, but it never grew the whole entire time, and then it just died. But yeah, we would have had a pet hedgehog if that had lived. But I tried to help it, but it just didn't work. Darth said, here in the US, you can get a AR-15 receiver, blank finish, blank, finish it with simple hand tools and build your own AR-15. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Yeah, good on you, Pete. I knew what you was doing. Just covering for him. Iron Man said, do you like crows and ravens? They're the smartest birds in the world. Yeah, I like them. They would make a very interesting pet. Fred said, if you have a cat, good pest control for mice. Daryl said, I'd love to own an AR-15. Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. JBO's back. Nice one, mate. Yeah, crows are very smart, aren't they? I think they are the smartest bird, aren't they? Yeah, I should be holding up a Bowie knife when I read that one. I said I don't need a pet. I got a donk. Carl said the video base. Yeah, man, don't blame me. It's just our laws on these things. Video base said I get jays. Oh, jays in my garden. Beautiful birds. Yeah, I don't get them in ours. We do get birds in our garden though. You know, everyone gets birds in the garden, but you know what I mean. Oh, Darth said he has several ARs. Nice one. Fred said crows will never come back when you shoot them. Did not know that. That's it. Smart enough to know not to come back. Yeah, there's a lot of birds will, won't they? A lot of animals. And I'm not coofing. Well, I am coofing, but I ain't got fucking I ain't got corona. And I know you're not supposed to cough in your hand either. No, it looks like my nephew's on, even though I haven't got one. I know I ain't got one because I have. Certainly him there. My nephew's 6. Can't believe I just said I ain't got a nephew. Or it could be a niece, I suppose. I've got a niece and a nephew. But they wouldn't be on here, I doubt, saying hello, uncle. Well, Yosh Tish Eckling, hello, uncle, hello. JBO said the crows around here are so pikey they shoot back. Carl said, yeah, knew a guy who owned a raven and a magpie. Bloody things could talk. I've heard there was a pub round here that had a magpie in it that would talk. This was years ago because the pub's been knocked down now. Ron said, my grandfather tried to domesticate a baby raccoon and the thing got loose after tearing him up a few times, got into the chicken cage, killed 12 chickens, and ran away, never to be seen again. That's like say. Yeah, that sounded like that wasn't working then. Fuck you know. Oh, God. Anyway, I said, I don't want to, but I may cancel my Pelpax order, maybe change it to a replica air pistol or something. What was you getting, Peach? I can't remember what it was now. Was it an air rifle? And you've been waiting since January, haven't you? Was it an air pistol? I'll be honest with you, I would be tempted to just fucking change it now. Especially if they're just still saying waiting for stock, no fucking, you know. Come on, surely they give you a bit more fucking info than that. Can't believe I sat there waiting for 9 days for a package and then found out it hadn't even been dispatched. JBO said to Peach, was it your video I watched the other day with those cold steel torpedo things? I don't even think I watched that, did I? Darth said I've been thinking of getting a CO2 pistol. What one are you getting, Darth? I got a couple. That there is a CO2 pistol. So is that one. And so is that one there and that one there. Iron Man said, I want to keep chickens, but you need a loud rooster to breed them. Okay. Oh, loud rooster to breed them. Can you get a mute rooster? You know what? It's a pretty Jim on Jim M, because he's got chickens. He'd be able to tell you about that. You'd have to go on his channel. Iron Man, go on Jim M's channel. And he's got videos on his chicken. He might be able to help you out there. He's in England as well. Oh, air rifle. Yeah, break barrel air rifle. Nice one, Peach. Patrick said cancel it, Peach. January is piss day. It's June soon. Now, Darth said nothing definite soon. Freddie said good old GT60. Carl said, is that cold steel torpedo, the mini javelin thing? That's it. They're about that long, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Freddie said you could just borrow a rooster from a friend. What if you ain't got no friend who's got a rooster? But yeah. I'll tell you, if you subscribe to Jim M, Iron Man, if you haven't, go on to my, if you can't find him, Iron Man, go on to my community tab, scroll down. I shared one of his videos recently, but he's got chickens in his allotment, so he'd definitely better help you. Darth said the only air rifle I currently have is a Crossman. Right, so I've got a BSA Lightning in there, BSA Mercury behind there, a Webley Stingray Deluxe, and a couple of other sort of cheap, crappy air rifles. Not cheap, actually. Some of them are quite like decent in old air rifles, you know, like 60s fucking air rifles. Pete said they make a mini torpedo now. Ron said, hey Mike, got any hobo knives? No, what's a hobo knife though specifically? I don't know if I know a hobo knife, in all honesty, I'm not sure. Let me look up what a hobo knife would be. Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, those knives, yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, with the what with the knife, fork and spoon on. Do you know what? I've never ever owned one of them. If that's what you mean, yeah. Ron, I really like them knives. Yeah, I never had one of them. Daryl Love said, I wonder how many people in the UK believe the virus is not real and how many believe it is. It's causing divisions. Would the half that believe it's real, take a vaccine, the other half not? Very interesting. I don't know. Who knows, in all honesty? Yeah. Bizarre to think about. Carl said, is it legal in the UK? Yeah, I've made some sort of replicas. Yeah, that'd just be like a throwing knife. Freddie said, if you go to a pet food store, often they would have a board and maybe a rooster you can borrow for cheap. Oh, I never knew that, Freddie. Yeah, good idea. Must dust this fucking room. Don't know that I've been talking for nearly 2 hours constantly as well. Since I was watching a great 80s TV show called Otherworld. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I watched your video about Bo Krause and what's his name, Chine, last night. I forgot to comment. Iron Man said, I want alien chickens that lay corned beef eggs. Yeah, imagine that. Great big fucking, just solid. Darth said, how much can one spend on an air rifle? I've never really been into them. Thousands, but you can get a decent air rifle for less than 200 quid. Carl said Diera Love. Well, there's a lot of good debates on it, but some people aren't willing to look at both sides. Ron said, I've been looking at some old ones imported from Japan. Look pretty cool. For under $10. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, that's nothing, isn't it? That's nothing. That's like 7 quid over here. Yeah. Jared Love said, if the vaccine was made mandatory, would the ones that take it grass on others that will not? Who knows? I bet they would. Tiffany, hello, said, have you ever played with yourself with a gun in the other hand? Every Friday night. Doing it right now, but with a knife. How's that for you? Join my Patreon, you can see what's going on below here. Might like it. Freddie said, get a rooster every spring for a week or two, fertilise the eggs and then shoot it and have Sunday dinner. That's right. Atella said, hey, what's up? This is the first time I've been on this channel, so what's this channel about? Anything you want. Guns, weapons, talk about anything you like. There you go. Tiffany, look below your comment, Nightbot. There are. Join Patreon and you can see everything that goes on with that hand and that hand. Below there. I'll just move the camera down for the Patreon supporters. You can see it all then. Darren often have preppers. We should be aware of these things. Video base said, don't think you would ever spend over 250 quid on a weapon. I wouldn't. Same as I wouldn't really spend more than. Personally, I wouldn't spend more than 56 quid on a knife, and I wouldn't spend more than 150 quid on a sword, personally. Slingshot Warrior said, do you still have your spear, Mike? What do you think? My spears are in the loft. Yeah, I quite like spears, but yeah, most of my spears are in the loft because they're a bit dangerous in a way, you know what I mean? JBO said, did you make that sheath today, Mike? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, Jim. Yeah, that's what I made today. Video will be on tomorrow. Tactical said, evening, Sam. Hope you're well. Slingshot said, Other World has got. I've not heard of that one, in all honesty, Slingshot, I don't think. Ron said, how much is the cut Patreon takes from your donations? I don't think they take any, in fact. I think, well, no. Right, if you donate $1, it's not a lot anyway, Ron. I'm not actually sure, I can't remember, but it's not a lot. Yeah, I get, you know, it's less than 10%, I think they take. It's not a lot. It's quite good, really. In fact, I don't think they take anything. I think they just charge you more than. Do you know how much they charge you? Say if you donated $1, do they do? Is it just $1, or do they charge you 20 cents tax on it? And I think that's what they take, but I'm not sure there. I may be wrong. Because I've never actually done Patreon on anyone else's things. I know they take a little bit, but it's not a lot. I haven't got a Desert Eagle with a suppressor. Desert glad I'm not Patreon. I don't think I'd want what's going on down there. It's all selective. You don't have to see it, Zed. Freddie said, if I say like, will Nightbot say it? Yeah, it'll say it, Freddie. You have to put like and then an exclamation mark, though. Don't forget the exclamation mark. Young short-lived series from the 80s. Scott Hansen said, all my vintage pellet guns are clean as a whistle and ready to go anytime. Same with mine. You're right, Scott, by the way. Nate said, I've been wanting to get out the leather and make something. Thanks for grieving me. Yeah, giving me a good idea. I'm really enjoying making leather stuff at the minute. It's not up to like, you know, high quality stuff, but yeah, I quite enjoy it. And I think it's 10% when you cash it out, 10% paper. It's not bad though, is it? If we both signed up early, we get a better rate. Newer creators, I think it's 10 to 15, 20% better. But yeah, it's not bad, is it? Vinny Bay said, we'll do a video on my channel what to get the new axe. Cold Steel Norse Hawk versus Viking Hatchet. Oh, nice one. Nice one. I said, Mike, do a day in the life of Mike. One-off video showing what you eat, watch, build. We'll make a change and be a laugh. All right, I'll give that a go, man. Yeah, like getting up. Yeah, getting up. I know what you mean. Yeah, all right. There's my little list. I'll put that on Mike's day in the life. If I can find my pen. Sliders, I think I started watching that when it was originally on Slingshot. Is that a time travel one? I will be carrying on with the film club and all that soon. It's just I still haven't really been getting time to do it. But film club 100% is definitely coming back. Oh, Jump Dimensions. Yeah, I think I did see some of that. Carl said, you thought about making sheaves and other leather work and selling them? Maybe make saps. I thought about it. I'd have to get some more tools if I was going to sell them. I don't think that you could sell them, but people could make better than what I make because they'd have better tools and shit. But yeah, if I got some more tools, I probably could sell them. I'll have to look into that because the only thing is with the sheaves and that, there's so many about. See, the good thing about the quivers and the broadheads, no one else does them, or not the ones I do. No, Kydex, Nate, is really easy to work with. It can be a little bit fiddly getting it in the right place when you put the press on. But no, I really like working with Kydex. Carl said, no, I read that, didn't I? Read that. Oh, interdimensional travel. So yeah, not far off a time travel though. Jumper Sabu said, undid Allen key. I have to try and get the C-clip out. So I might try putting a coach bolt on the bottom battery tomorrow. See if we can pull it out. Try that. It's a nightmare. I had the same issue, Riggs, and I never ever got the fucking battery out in the end. I said, to be honest, I'd rather buy yours since I like you. You're a good guy and would love to support you. Oh, thank you, Carl. Well, I'll have to look into that then. Because people could always tell me, you know, a specific knife, maybe what you could do, what someone could do is, if you wanted a certain knife, take a cardboard cutout of the blade or whatever, send me it, you know, shit like that, so I could do it still to the same specifications of the knife. Yeah, cheers, Carl. I appreciate that. JBO should made a plastic sheath for a small cookery out of a drain pipe. What with like what heating it and that, or yeah, because some of the PVC you can do like Kydex. As far as I got my first Chinese takeaway from my favourite takeout in like 5 months last night. Awesome place called Wan Lam, roughly translate the Lonely Shepherd. Nice. Freddie said, will you just use your Mora sheath? Hang on. Will you just use your Mora sheath, or will you make one for? Nah, I'll leave the Mora out. Is in all honesty, yeah. Daniel, your comment got hidden there. Thank you. Slingshot said, I like movies based on true stories. Richard Jewell is an awesome one. Yeah, that's Clint Eastwood directing that, isn't it? That's a true story, isn't it? Is that any good? JBO said, yeah, using a heat gun and pressing it. A nice one, Jim. Yeah, I've done some with. I've done a little bit with PVC. The only thing I don't like about PVC. This is a PVC tactical pen holder, so you can wear it around your neck if you wanted to, you know. And then this is well in there though. It's quite hard to get out. But the only thing I don't like about PVC, you can smell it. But it works as good as Codex. That white PVC tube. Where am I? Where am I? Freddie said, you know those boots you were talking about yesterday? I'd be interested in buying them in a year or two. I'm a size 9, I'll be getting bigger. All right, let me know, Freddie. If your feet get big enough, let me know, and I'll sort you out with them. But they are just sat in the loft, brand new. I'd like to be in a dimension I saw in a dream. Right, I'm going to be on for about another 5 minutes. I'm not going to do a late one tonight because I have got a couple of things to do. I still need to finish off this video that I was editing, ready for tomorrow, and a couple of other things. That's been a good 2 hours anyway. Yeah, cheers, Freddie. I'll let you know. They are just sat in the loft doing nothing. Yeah, I was going to ask something then, but I'm not going to. Ron said, I'm going to derail the stream. He's doing it now. That's partly why I'm going off, because of all the food talk. He's I'm going to derail the stream now. Does pineapple belong on a pizza? Freddie said, remind me in a few months and I'll be able to buy them. Darth said, good night, everyone. Iron Man said, make sure you've watched the Blood Quantum trailer. I will do. Right, where am I? No, it don't matter about the food stuff anyway. I'm joking. Sort of joking. Scott said you should go golf after show. Play 18. No, I don't. I can't play golf. Got no golf clubs. Closest thing I've got to a golf club. All right, tell me what's on the end of this golf club. If I can find it before I go off. Don't no one spoil it for him. What's on the end of this golf club? Tell me what end. I don't know. I could guess. I'll be amazed. Because I don't know. Hammer. Right, where am I? Yeah, I better go off anyway. I've got some stuff to do. Right, thank you for watching, everyone. Ron, I was joking about that food bit. Right, where am I? What video slingshot? Your comedy one. I did watch it. Yeah, funny. Right, better go off. I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, litter picker. Sometime I'll tell you what I'll do. I think I'll upload it about 4 o'clock tomorrow. The making of this. Right. So cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. That was a good stream. Good night, everyone. See you later.